Hi everyone, I'm Janet Simmons and welcome to video 3.2, where we will explore how to find a research topic. We previously looked at the information cycle. This allowed us to understand how quickly news and information is disseminated. We also examined several models that describe the research process. In this video, we will briefly look at the 4 steps needed to find a research topic. We will also see how the research process and information cycle play an important role in finding a topic. There are 2 analysis questions for this video. Please pause the video and try to think about how you search for a topic. Let's begin by situating ourselves within the research process. We are currently in the planning or preparation stage of research. This is where we can explore and test our ideas and interests. As shown here, the preparation stage is a cyclical process where we are free to evaluate our ideas and information and discard or revise our initial topics of interest. Remember, in this course, we are not actually conducting research, but practicing how to search for information and evaluate the information that we can later use in a research project. We are in the enviable position of being spoiled for choice. The internet and the UOIT library provide us with a wealth of information. How can we possibly narrow down our interests and come up with a research topic? There are 4 basic steps to help us navigate through the maze of possible topics. The first step is to brainstorm with your group members. Next, create a list of keywords to be used in the search. The third step is to explore what information can be found using the keywords. The final step is to evaluate the information. Let's take a closer look at each of the steps. The productive brainstorming session for a research topic requires a bit of homework before actually meeting with your group. The 5 questions on the screen act as a guide. Try to individually answer these questions before the initial meeting. This is not an exhaustive list of questions you should ask yourself or your group members. The purpose of these questions is to help you generate a list of possible topics. Write down your answers in point form and share your answers with your group. Also, create 2 or more questions that will help you and your peers generate more topics to add to the list. The list created is a good list of keywords that can be used for search terms. Keyword generation is important because mega tags may not include the same words your group has chosen. For example, the search term adult education could be used to include keywords such as college, university, higher education, and post-secondary education. The search term post-secondary education poses a problem because of the hyphen. In APA style, post-secondary education is one word with no hyphen. Additionally, some people may not have included the hyphen and write it down as 2 words. A good list of keywords should include variations of search term keywords and key phrases. Let's look at another search term. Various courses in the AEDT program explore these 4 topics. Again, be mindful of the hyphen. Also, proprietary software such as Kindle or Twitter could be used as keywords. Sometimes an interesting topic for research topics will appear when we mix the words together. For example, universities and serious gaming. That's too broad of a topic, but it's a good start. Now it's your turn. Create a list of possible keywords for a few topics that you're interested in researching. Be prepared to present your topics and keywords to your group in your brainstorming session. Now the fun part begins because we can explore what others have to say about our topic. It's important that we remember to bookmark sites we visit. We can weed through the bookmarks after our initial search. A good place to begin is with Wikipedia. It's helpful to gain a basic understanding of the topic, and it can be helpful with identifying further keywords and with narrowing down the topic. If we know the names of experts in the field, we can read their blogs and read what is important right now. Google Scholar is also another valuable resource, and we can easily align Google Scholar results to show up in the UOIT library. Of course, we will also need to search the UIT library's holdings for books, journal articles, and even newspaper articles. Finally, it's vital to remember the information cycle while searching. We can save time by understanding how information evolves. The next step is to evaluate the resources we found. Do you remember the literacy framework from the first module? Each of the 6 items in the framework contains questions. Review the questions in each item and try to evaluate the information you found. Some items will not be immediately relevant, but that's okay because we'll visit those later. Review the information you've discovered. You will find topics of interest begin to emerge, and you'll find you have relevant sources of information. Discard topics that are no longer interesting or topics you cannot find much information on. Alternatively, you may wish to save some information to generate other ideas, so I suggest a new bookmark folder where you can store secondary ideas. There are 2 synthesis questions for this video. It's important to remember that all of us have different strategies to explore topics we find interesting. Once you find a topic, further research is required so you don't duplicate research or to further narrow down a topic. A final piece of advice is to use bookmarks wisely so websites are easier to find later on. It's very likely that you will need to cite and reference many of the sites you find. When you find an interesting journal article, save the name of the journal and the volume and the issue numbers along with other identifiers you will need to cite and reference the source. Have fun choosing your research topic, and I'll see you in the next video.